Welcome to my Valheim Pack Mule series. I created a mod which basically requires me to be a pack mule because I'm not allowed to store any items. Anything I want to keep has to stay in my inventory at all times. I was excited to show my wife my first mod, but since she's never played Valheim, I decided to take her along for an entire playthrough. Join us as I play through all of Valheim with only the gear on my back. Well, hidey ho there, neighbor. I can't do it. All right, we're back, and last episode I collected all the fragments for the seal breaker,
Finally.
and realized that I need to get the magic table to be able to put it together. So
Hopefully we see that come together this episode.
yeah, so we're starting off now to clear up some inventory space. As one user pointed out, I made a bell and I'm gonna go put it in the spot.
Did you say as one user?
As a user, yeah, somebody commented.
A viewer.
A viewer. Somebody's using my videos. I don't know who it is.
Some user.
As a viewer pointed out, I feel like I need to make a call out on that. But anyways,
Why can't you attach that item? You can't. Why?
so it's another mod bug, like with motors, eggs, motor.
Oh, you can't attach it. Okay, so you have to leave and then fix it.
Yeah, so this is fun. So as a quick workaround, so I don't have to update the mod right now. I just logged in without the mod active, and went so I can go over there and put the bell on there, and then I reloaded the game again.
Cheater.
I guess.
Also, maybe we should say right now that, pause the video, go get yourself a beverage, strap in. It's going to be a long one, apparently.
Oh, yeah. It was going to just be basically a queen fight since I had the seal breaker.
But, alas.
Anyways, it's now turned into a 45-minute video from 4 hours of content.
Go get your favorite beverage of choice. Let us know what it is in the comments.
Also, for any eagle-eyed viewers out there, you'll notice that the video quality is not incredible right now. And I was trying to figure out why this is. Although if I move the screen around a lot, it feels like it gets very grainy. I don't know, and maybe it's not doing it as much right now, but it doesn't do it as much later in the
during the
clips.
While you're actually playing, or
no, while I'm playing, it's incredible.
Oh.
But I think I changed the recording setting. I think I changed it so that it would record at 60 FPS, but then didn't increase the bit rate, it's working theory.
Matter.
Anyways, it will get better. That is fixed. Oh look, have you seen? I showed you that guy before, right?
No. He seems creepy.
He is very creepy. That's Odin.
Ew, why is he there?
He just pops up randomly.
Ew,
keep an eye on ya.
Can you interact with him?
You can try. It doesn't work.
Oh.
That's probably like the fourth time I've seen him this playthrough, and that apparently the first time I've pointed it out. But yeah, he just randomly pops up, and he disappears if you get too close.
I do not like that.
It's it's fine.
He's a creepy creeper.
So let me explain real quick what's happening right now.
Perfect.
So I need the Galder table. To make the Galder table, I need to make the Eater refinery. And to make the Eater refinery, and to make Eater in general, I need sap from a sap extractor. To make a sap extractor, I need the Diverger extractor and black metal and Yggdrasil wood. So my issue is, like, all of these things take black metal, and I don't have a ton of it right now. So then I need black metal, I need black cores, I need Yggdrasil wood, and then the other black stone, whatever the heck that version of that's called. So first thing I'm doing is going to get a bunch of black metal so I can get a black metal axe, because I need a lot of Yggdrasil wood and that what I was doing before is just having those things knock it down for me. This is me trying to get back through that portal, the stone portal, and trying to figure out where the heck I can go. Because I tried just going to the blank one, and the blank portal I leave at home is taken up right now because I didn't rename it after setting the portal for the queen. So this one is not making a connection.
Amateur hour over here, everybody.
So I'm trying to figure out where the heck to go. If maybe I could portal to the 9 portal and portal out through the iron stone portal, but I don't think the iron one is hooked up to anything. So I end up just finding a nearby portal and portaling through there, and that adds a good extra 15 minutes of run time. It's some running.
I get it.
Anyways, and that only netted me 4 black metal just running through. So, because I've cleared out basically all the villages that are anywhere near a portal.
Mm-hmm.
So, what I'm going to end up doing at some point soon is going back to where I fought Yagluth, because there's a boat over there, and I'm going to kill another plains village and get a bunch of black metal and bring it back. But I'm resetting up some portals at the moment. Oh, anyways, but yeah, I'm gonna get enough black metal to make a black metal axe, which is like 20 black metal, and then I can chop down Yggdrasil wood because I need a whole bunch of it, and I need more black metal to make all these things. So that's currently what I'm doing.
You know, your description of this is, by the way, just completely irrelevant. So if something important happens, you feel free to cut me off. But your description of like, I need this thing to build this thing, and then this thing to build this thing, and then this thing to build this thing. For some reason, just like made the like, what is it? Is it like a song or like a nursery rhyme? That really creepy thing where like the old lady like swallowed a fly. And then she swallows like a myriad of other animals to get the fly.
I know what you're talking about.
Like then like a frog, and then like a cat to get the frog,
and then a cow at some point.
Yeah, like I don't know why that made me think of that, but that's what it made me think of, and that is a horrifying nursery rhyme. And let's never tell it to our children.
Incredible.
Until they're grown adults.
I went to check one of the villages I had killed before, and all the stuff kind of disappeared as I got to it. This is just a quick montage of me killing fewlings to get black metal.
I love the rapid speed to slow down. It's not making me nauseous or anything.
Incredible. Look at this damage. Ugh.
Nice.
500.
Do you get more black metal based on the difficulty of the kill, if you will?
Like their stars?
I don't know. I'm just like, if something's like, you know, certain things have more health.
Oh yeah. Well, so in this specific case, the fueling berserkers do drop, I think, a base of like 4 black metal, and then basically everything. If it's a 1-star, it drops twice as much. If it's 2-star, it drops 4 times as much.
Okay.
But then, yeah, in these specifically, so I've killed like a 2-star berserker for, and I'm pretty sure it drops like 16 black metal.
Right, but then certain things like the berserker drops more base black metal than the just normal fieldling. Is that what it's called? Okay.
Fueling.
Fueling.
Fuling. Yeah.
So like I'm fueling up our car, for example.
I think so.
All right, I'll take it.
I mean, it's
You're
spelled
clearly
spelled
not,
differently, but
you're not up on the lore, so you wouldn't know how to pronounce things. So I'm not expecting perfection.
It could be fulling, I guess.
Hooked on phonics, man. We're not Nordic.
So anyway, so but yeah, I got a load. I got 27 black metal there, and I sail back down to go to the stone portal and portal home that way.
Crazy amazing.
Boom. Yeah. So lots of.
How much metal are you gonna need? Butt ton.
Yeah, there's 20 for the axe, and then I think 20 for the rest of the material for all the other things that I need to build, like 5 for the sap extractor and 5 for either the table or the eater refinery, and 10 for the other one. I think it's like a total of 40.
I mean, not as much as I was thinking.
Yeah.
Ay. What's your? Oh, you go.
That one trip I was enough to get all the black metal that I need.
Nice, but you are carrying too much.
I am.
So So
it's really a personal problem.
Work on that. So, what's your least favorite aspect of this game? Like, what makes you just not want to play it ever again?
Black Metal Axe. That's a good question.
Thanks.
I don't know that there is any.
You're like, it is just top tier. 10s all across the board.
The thing that does genuinely annoy me that I then basically always ignore is the taming. Realistically.
Oh, you have to just sit there for 30 minutes?
Yeah, so, but not only that. Okay, because you can tame boars, you can tame wolves, which wolves are kind of fun because they'll fight for you and stuff. You can tame loxes and you can tame asksvin. But they all are like super awkward. You can ride the loxes and the asksvin, but I think it feels super awkward to do it. I should comment on this real quick. Yeah, that's rough. But I'm trying to go set up a sap extractor here. So this is a dock. Docks are the easiest places generally to pull these because there's only like 1 or 2 dvergers guarding it. So I went and got that. I portaled in 5 black metal. And then I need like 10 Yggdrasil wood. So I'm going to have to go find the 10 Yggdrasil wood. And I did scout out, there's like a sap. There's a vein nearby, of Yggdrasil wood that I can get the sap from. And then I realized I deleted all my wood from my inventory when I was trying to make the black axe. And I needed a workbench. So I'm chopping this down. Now, I thought I was real smart doing this, and I'm like, wow, there's like 10 posts here. I'm going to get 10 wood. Fantastic. I can still build it. But I got to go chop down Yggdrasil trees, and those drop normal wood along with the Yggdrasil wood. So I did not need to do this, thinking about it after the fact. But,
wow.
You know.
Dad brain.
I was really, really trying to problem solve in a way that I did not need.
In the panic, you came up with a solution that was unnecessary.
Because I'm like, where am I going to get wood
just in the tree
Mistlands?
that I'm going to chop down?
Yeah.
Wow. Well, now, you know.
If you hear that trumpet. Anyways, because now this is going to drop wood for me.
A little bit. Not really. Maybe a little bit.
Loud growling is also...
Oh, now I heard something.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It's coming.
Now I hear it.
Yeah.
It is interesting, and you've killed your only Diverger friend.
Yeah.
It is interesting that you can tame all those other things. You never told me that. So that's
it's
new information. This is brand new information.
Because the first thing is it's super... it is kind of annoying. You have to, like, normally trap them in a pit or something like that and then feed them. And to tame them, you have to stay relatively close by.
For 30 minutes.
Yeah, and it's just a pain, and then it also doesn't super feel like it's worth it a lot of times. Maybe for a boar farm, if you're going to get a lot of leather like that would be nice. You go get a 2-star boar, you get some 2-star boars that you are going to do for that. But
so, how do you... Oh, you need to talk?
Sap extractor.
Okay, sorry.
Let me just point this out real quick. So these big veiny things in the ground are the trees that you can get sap from. So I get the sap extractor down, and it'll slowly pull out up to 10 sap, and I come back and check on it later, and I can pull out the sap. So that's what I'm getting with that.
Did you just run away from that big guy?
The y'all?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, great.
I did.
Great.
I don't enjoy fighting though.
Yeah, no, I know.
if I don't have to. Yeah. Sorry, what were you saying?
Are you getting black cores right now?
Getting black cores. Yeah, I need 10 of these total. So.
Okay. I was gonna say, how do you learn what you can and cannot tame? Just like watching other people's content, looking it up, the wiki page.
I don't know. That's the taming thing is something I did not happen upon because I had no idea until I don't know what it was that I saw that told me that I could do that. But yeah, I had no idea.
So you like stumbled upon something that informed you could tame.
Either an article or a video or something, yeah. Okay. But man, yeah, if I could improve it, like it would be so helpful. Like loxes are freaking gigantic. It would be so cool if you could just ride the lox and they would either like pull a cart for you because it's really hard to pull carts by yourself, or just be able to carry a bunch of stuff,
Yeah.
and you could ride them around at a relatively quick pace. That would be incredible. But alas, that does not work. Making some bread. So, because I got that, I have bone maw meat from way back when I was making the spear, and then that serpent meat. So I got those for food, and I got bread now. So if I need it, I have 3 decent pieces of food.
Nice.
And I'm just running through the old dungeons right now, picking up the black cores that I didn't pick up the first time because I didn't need them.
It's so interesting to me playing video games in like the here and now. I don't know, the age of the internet, for lack of a better phraseology, which I understand that the internet has been around for a very long time and largely same time that video games have been around. But oh, you died. How embarrassing.
Sorry, keep going.
But like, it's just so funny to me because I feel like growing up, the internet was obviously like, it was like dial up. You know what I mean? Like, it was not, once we got it, it was not like, so, but you know, we had video games like the Nintendo 64. And it was not until I think I was dating you when you informed me that the bananas in Diddy Kong Racing for the Nintendo 64 made you go faster. I had no idea. Like, that was just not information I had growing up. And there were plenty of instances in like the adventure world where I'm like, how are you supposed to beat this? I don't understand. I mean, also, you know, with the skill of like an 8-year-old, but anyway, I just think it's stuff like that that's so interesting because that blew my mind when you informed me of that. And like, in the age of just like wiki pages, there's very little about games that you can just Google it. Like whenever we play a new game and we get like stumped on something, we just Google it.
Yeah, I've thought about that before, and like, is there a way you could make a game that you can't just look up the answers? Maybe because it's like
unique.
Even if it's just like people are talking about. I think this for No Man's Sky. I don't know that this is accurate at all, but it's something where like No Man's Sky has its own unique periodic table of elements, and you use different elements to make different things. But like, if you made it so that it's unique for each user, it would then maybe just be more difficult to transfer that information because it's like, oh, I have this thing. It's called this on my game. It's called this on your game. But just like hampering the ability to look up stuff easily.
Yeah, because then potentially somebody's like, hey, I can create this thing, but you don't necessarily know how to create it. So like, you know that it's possible to do something, but maybe not understanding the mechanics. Anyway, yeah, I just do find that really interesting because, I mean, even like, not that we play a lot of
10 black cores. Got him.
Nailed it. We're filling this. I feel like I'm just filling space, so you're welcome to cut me off whenever. But
a lot of this is earlier. Let me explain this real quick. Sorry. Earlier, I was trying to connect to my portal at 28 where I put the sap extractor, and it would not connect. And I was annoyed, so I've been trying to figure out another one I could set up. I just picked up 5 black metal so I can go set up another sap extractor because I assumed that y'all killed the portal, like after I had gone through. So I'm doing all this to try to set it up, and then I realized when I come through here that the stone portal was connected to 28, and that's why it didn't connect. So anyways, I'm still going through to like set up another one. And so there's this little dock by one of the dungeons that there was, and I was trying to figure out what to do to kill these 2 guys because there's a 1-star mage. Yeah, there's one there right there. So I am drawing that y'all over to go get these 2 guys to go attack it. That's a 1-star mage, and I wasn't confident if I could kill him super quick or not, and then I also have to deal with the rogue. So I just drew it over. And then you'll notice when I destroy this, their bars go red. They instantly are upset that I destroyed it.
Yeah.
Anyways, but they're fighting the y'all, and I went and grabbed that so I can put this thing down. Anyways, I
prefer this method to the you just mercilessly slaughtering them.
Just let them fight for their lives elsewhere.
Yeah.
Jeez. Anyways, but yeah, this is what's happening. I do realize later that the portal number 28 is open because of this, but anyways.
But that's this whole thing.
Yeah.
Well, exciting times. What do you want to talk about now?
I just talked about what I want to talk about.
Oh, okay. I mean, I can come up with something to talk about. It's one of my special talents.
I'm setting up another sap extractor here. Because again, I was like, I already picked up the black metal and I couldn't do anything with it right away. So it was either going to be destroyed or I'm going to go set up another sap extractor just in case one of them gets destroyed. And then I'm also collecting Yggdrasil wood right now. There's a couple Dverger around to help keep you safe. So I'm like, I might as well do this now. I need like 30 to build the rest of the things I need.
Because mining attracts stuff, or chopping, making noise.
Very loud, yeah. So I have the Yggdrasil wood now. I have the black cores. I have the black metal. And now I'm going to go get the sap from the sap extractor because that should be done. And I even have, so in there in my inventory you can see periodically, I have 5 soft tissue, which is the other thing you need to make sap. And that's, I got, I think, from the crate down at the docks.
Okay.
Just by destroying that. But so so we got 10 sap, which 10 sap is all I need. I need 3 to make the Eater refinery, and then 5 more so I can make 5 Eater to make the Galder table. So that is all the sap I need.
What's your favorite biome?
That's a good question.
I'm full of good questions.
You know, I don't know.
Do you have a least favorite biome? Mistlands.
Yeah.
Is it only because of the mist? Or is it like...
It's super hard to navigate.
If the Mistlands, though, didn't have the mist, do you still think it would be the Mistlands? Or is it just because of the mist?
I don't know. The mist does not help, definitely. The fact that it's super hard to navigate is also not great.
Okay. You also don't love the plains.
I also don't love the plains just because the plains are boring. I don't know. There's not a lot going on in the plains. And it's kind of annoying. It's like, okay, you're there, you clear out a village. What else is there to do besides kill the boss?
The exact opposite of the Mistlands. Mistlands has too much going on. Plains not enough. Seems like you have some extreme you want a Goldilocks style.
Well, because Mistlands has too much going on in that you need to find a lot of dungeons to get all the main resources you need. But it's like from the plains you get your black metal just by killing anything around, and then you get barley and wheat. If you clear out a village, there's a lot of times barley and flax. And then you can grow as much as you need. Like, there's no point in exploring more, except for to get the pieces, I guess, to summon the boss, which is fair. But
yeah. So, but you don't know what your favorite biome is? Well, I heard it this time.
I really like the Ashlands.
Yeah.
I have a love-hate relationship with the swamp because I think it's really good, but it's also. I feel like it still stresses me out running around doing stuff in the swamp. Like, even if I'm in like endgame gear, I'm like, something's gonna pop out of the ground and kill me, which is like
irrational.
It's not gonna happen at this point, but.
All right, so you're fighting a doll. What are you doing?
Yeah. So the last thing I'm trying to get is what is it called? The stone. It's like it's the black marble. Boom. I'm trying to get black marble. Look at that freaking y'all. He's shaking his head. His head is most of his body, I think. Anyways, he does that if you try to jump on him, he'll shake you off. I have tried to do that before. Anyways, so what was I saying?
You have to get black marble?
I have to get black marble, so just mining like the rib cages, whatever down there, will give you black marble, since I have a black metal pickaxe. It's just there's a freaking y'all here, and I'm trying to deal with him. He kind of peeked around here, and I could not figure out where the heck he went. So I was very confused, and then realized he was somehow way up there in the air. And I don't know how he tracked to go up there, but he did.
Well,
it's fine.
A lot of confusing things.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Anyways.
Great job.
Anyways, I feel like the swamp is good. I feel like the mountains are pretty good. I feel
when
like
you say good, how are you defining good?
like it's good. Like it's good. It's fun. It's good
Okay.
gameplay. Like I feel like it was made well.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then mountains.
Whereas you feel like the Mistlands has too much going on.
Well, I
And
don't.
the plains not enough.
I feel like even if the Mistlands was easier to traverse because it's got super difficult to traverse terrain and also it's super misty, so it's hard to see. It's just bad all around.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the Eater refinery, so I'm putting in soft tissue and I'm putting in sap, and then it'll start spitting out Eater like a smelter, and that'll just take some time. I went and faced it weird like that because once the Eater's sitting on the ground, it'll start shooting off particles in random directions and destroying things, and it will destroy your buildings.
Ew. Did you learn that the hard way?
Yeah. The hard way wasn't that hard, but yes, it did. It destroyed some things, but it's also normally not as big of a deal when it just drops the items on the ground.
Oh, and you just have to rebuild it. Yeah, I guess that makes
destroying
sense.
everything, but.
How much of this game did you learn organically compared to looking up?
I learned most of it organically. I specifically played through blind the first time.
Is that how you like to play most games?
If I'm trying to have fun.
Okay, my bad.
Well, because, I don't know. I'm trying to think.
Did we start naming some games that you play?
Well, okay, because, if I'm going to play RuneScape, which most people here probably know, I guess, so that's a good reference point. If I'm going to play RuneScape, I don't really want to take the time to try to figure out how to do quests because it's time-consuming and difficult, and I don't want to waste my time trying to figure out how to do quests. I just want to do the quests, so I will just look up guides to do the quests because I don't really care.
Okay.
And it's spacebar through it. But yeah, stuff like this where it's just fun going through and experiencing. There's so many things I didn't know. I just wanted to go through and collect the stuff from the biomes and then build, make one of each type of weapon and try them out and make the armor and just see what everything does.
As opposed to having spoiled. So you're
Yeah,
trying to live in the 90s, the early 90s,
Right.
the days before Google.
Because it's just fun. Because then, as opposed to trying to figure out, oh, here's the best thing you should do, go make this weapon and go do this thing. It's nice to just try out some stuff and see what works. It's fun.
Yeah, I support it.
I'm getting some soft tissue from that skull. This is probably the only time this is going to happen in this run. But I went and got 2 more soft tissue because at this point I have the seal breaker because I just made the Galder table with the Eater that I got. And I'm mostly waiting on right now some potions to finish. And then I also want to get some wisps and Yggdrasil wood so I can plant some torches during the queen fight so I can see a little bit better. But a lot of the stuff I'm doing right now is just kind of killing time while those finish up. But so the thing I'm doing right now, since I have 2 extra Eater that I could make, I can make these mechanical springs and make this last upgrade for the Black Forge. And I have Black Forge level 5. I'm not going to take the time to upgrade this stuff right now, but I can upgrade most of my stuff one more time if I get the materials, which I most likely will when I'm clearing out the fortresses in the Ashlands. So that is.
And these were the upgrades that you told me you weren't going to do because you were doing a magic free run.
Yeah, and I need Eater to make the springs to make the upgrade.
Got it.
So I did not think I was gonna be able to get that. So we'll see. I will probably get at least a few of those upgrades. I'm sure, just because I'm gonna be getting drops.
So might as well.
Stuff. Yeah.
What you doing?
I'm trying to actually feed my boars. I have time. So the other single boar that I had actually took time to tame died in here, which is really annoying.
How?
I think it's because there's random stuff that spawns in the night by there, like the Great Dwarf Brute will spawn over there, and I think it's hitting them through the walls. And I think that's what's happening.
Wow,
It's not great.
upsetting.
But so I have the 2-star boar in there from way long time ago. It's like 50% tamed. And I have one other one that I just brought, and that was where I planted carrots. I propped up a few carrots and let them both in there. So we'll see if that does anything. But yeah. So the last potions I have making is I have a fire resistance, which isn't gonna be helpful for the queen, but it's helpful if I'm fighting Yells or if I'm gonna be going into the Ashlands.
Yeah.
I do need some, especially for fodder. I'm pretty sure. So I do have those now, and the last potions I have are a new potion that I have available since I have sap. It's a lingering stamina potion.
Okay.
And what it does is it increases your general stamina recovery rate by like 25% for 5 minutes.
Okay.
So as opposed to just getting a short burst back, it just gives you a lot of stamina over 5 minutes. So I really like those. They feel like they're super helpful for the for boss fights.
Okay.
And anytime you're gonna be in an extended fight.
Okay. I have 2 questions, and hopefully
Okay.
I'll remember them both.
Mm-hmm.
Question number 1 is, does other random crap, I feel like this might have happened, but does other random crap spawn while you're fighting the boss? Like, could a Y'all spawn while you're fighting the queen?
A Y'all, no. But, so looky. I'm finally going to fight the queen. I got my potion. So, you fight her in the Citadel. And so, Y'alls do not spawn in here. Seeker soldiers do not spawn in here. But you do get a bunch of Seekers and a bunch of Seeker broods. Is that what they're called? Those little fellas?
We'll see in a second.
A bunch of those spawn. So she basically has 2 specials that she uses that summons a couple Seekers, or that she like spews a bunch of stuff on the ground and it summons a bunch of the brood.
But you know, like some of the bosses, you're just like out in life. Like the boss.
Most of them are. Queen's the only one that's in her own little instance area.
Yeah. So like if you're fighting like I don't remember them. What's the?
This is what I'm doing, by the way. I'm putting down these wisp torches because they
something-
clear out
Something
mist.
creepy following you?
Yeah, the little brood.
Oh, those they look like little ticks.
Yeah, those little things. They're not really that deadly. Anyways, these clear out areas of mist like your wisp light does, but better.
Oh, so they want you to build a lot of those instead of using your wisp.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if they want.
Is
Anyways,
this where the queen is? So like,
Yeah.
are you gonna go to now actually summon her?
Yeah. So she's just in here, but she's just at the top. So that's her.
Okay. Were you at just like the highest blood pressure ever the first time you came in here?
It was.
The queen wants it all.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Like, so stressful, I'm sure, because you like go in this room. You like this is very different from all the other bosses that you fought. So
Yep.
were you thinking like, what the heck?
Yeah. Well, I mean, obviously, and again, I went into this blind the first time I played it.
Right.
But yeah, it's real crazy. I mean, if nothing else, it took forever.
Ew.
Yeah, it took forever the first time I fought her because I didn't know what she did. Now the first time you do this, normally you have like a feather cape, and it makes the upstairs portion of this much less daunting because if you fall off,
The time.
you just float down. Which also actually makes it nice if you need a quick escape. You fight up there and then you kind of jump down. And you can float down and run away and heal for a minute.
Yeah, this is definitely my least favorite boss so far.
Yeah.
Yucky.
So she's not super complicated. When it starts out, she gets more attacks the lower on health she gets. But right now, she basically just has like a slam and a swipe. Like they're just basic attacks. She does this call, and she's summoning 2 Seekers. My gosh, that thing will hit you twice when she slams all 4 of her legs down, and that chunked my health down like 130.
Yeah, I noticed. It's pretty rough.
That was bad. Anyways, but mostly what I'm trying to do, my combo, is to ideally dodge and then do the mace special attack, because you don't have enough time to do a full combo. So the special attack does the most damage for how much time you have, really. I brought along my Frostner and even my old Fang Spear just in case, because of all the random crap that she spawns. The Brood and the Seekers all need to be killed.
So just in case you run out of a weapon.
Yeah. Like, so I don't have to sit there and use the mace on everything.
Do you have more to say?
No.
Okay. I don't think you finished answering my question. If like random crap could spawn with other bosses, like could a troll spawn in the where did troll spawn?
In Black Forest.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
My gosh, one of the first times. Okay, so not the very first time. The very first time I fought Eikthyr, it was surprisingly simple, and I was like, oh, this isn't too bad. Right, the first boss.
Yeah.
The second time, I restarted my first world soon after I fought Eikthyr because I'm like, okay, I have a handle on what's going on now. I want to make a new world. I don't know why. And so the second world I made, a troll showed up as I was trying to kill Eikthyr, and they don't attack each other for some reason. They're both fighting me. So first time I was trying to kill Eikthyr.
Isn't Eikthyr
second time I was trying to kill
the meadows or whatever?
Yeah.
So why was a troll there?
I think I passed close by a black forest in which a troll happened to spawn right on the edge.
Had you fought a troll
yet? And he followed
yet?
me over there. I don't think so. No.
Ay, that's stressful.
Yeah. And I was like, what the heck is this thing coming out to attack me here? What is going on?
Yeah. Is she gonna, like, does she do her same combos over and over and over again such that, like, for example, this is the question I'm trying to get at. Mm-hmm. If you walk very far away from her, is she gonna still spawn random stuff in the same type of, like, timing?
I don't think so.
Or do you have to be close to her for her to spawn things?
It's basically one of her attacks, and I think she really only sits there and does your attacks when you're close. This is a, I'm pretty sure that lunge thing she doesn't do until she gets, maybe it's below with 2/3 or below 3/4. I don't know. Okay. She just doesn't do it right away, but she has this really long lunge, which is delayed attack, different timing. It's fine. That is the worst thing, when she stabs all 4 of her things down and she hits you twice. So she also does this, spews that crap out of her mouth. That summons the broods, and also does a surprising amount of damage if you let it hit you.
Okay.
Not good.
Will the boss regenerate health while you're close to it here, or is it only once you leave? Or is it just after a certain amount of time if you don't attack it?
I'm not positive. I think it just has a natural health regen that's pretty slow.
Okay, so like if you were to just like run around and take 87 years here, she might start regenning health.
I could be wrong on that, because it is for sure if you like leave the area, they'll regen. But I think it's just always it's a slight regen.
Okay.
Look at that. So she hit me down real low. I got poison ticking down on me, and thankfully it's not too much. And my health regen saves me there, just barely.
I assume you're safe right here?
Yeah, so this is, the little entryway, she cannot get in. Seekers and the brood can get in here.
So if she summons them, you gotta kill them.
But this is what I'm talking about. Like, so she's sitting right out there, and she's not gonna just sit there and summon them unless she's using it as an attack, basically.
Okay.
So this is a safe. Normally, if I had space, I would have brought like some stuff to make a campfire, and then you can sit there and get rested. Because also if you're resting, your health regenerates a lot faster, and that would have made this a lot easier. I probably should have just made space for it, but
this definitely seems like the most time-consuming boss battle yet.
Yeah, this is. I mean, it was obviously a slog the first time, but this is still just a slog. Like I'm here in Ashland's gear.
I've never ever heard you use that word.
A slog.
In my entire 10 years of being in a committed relationship with you. Never, not once.
I call bull crap.
I'm confident. Okay, so define it for me.
A slog?
Yeah.
So if you're going on a trek through a bog or a marsh.
I'm with you.
It's extremely slow going. It's tiresome, grueling, and
not very
monotonous. And it's just like sitting there, and it's hard and boring. I would probably add to the definition there, but it just takes so long. Now I also could have done this a lot faster. Because if you notice, when I actually am hitting her, I'm doing quite a bit of damage. The problem is, as soon as she starts spawning Seekers or the Brood, I can't really sit there and time my attack.
Yeah.
Because I sit there and I have to do my wind-up attack, and anything will like hit me and knock me slightly away, and then I won't hit her.
Yeah.
And so I'm wasting all this time trying to do. So the ideal way to do it is, as soon as she spawns them, if you can take them out while she's kind of like recovering from her attack, then you can sit there and she won't spawn stuff again for several attacks. So you can then sit there and make sure you're dodging and then hitting, dodging and hitting, and do quite a bit of damage. But the issue is it's not always easy to take them out quickly. There's also other things. I was thinking, geez, I was going to look into if I could use my Stag Breaker to kill the Brood. I don't know that it does enough damage, but a lot of times you bring, later biome versions of the Stag Breaker where it just is a big slam and an AoE effect, and you use that to kill the Secret Broods pretty easily. That or magic or bombs that you can throw. There's a lot of options you got, and something would have been nice, but
you just left and went home. Why?
So to get my rested buff.
Oh.
and that's it. So again, if I had brought some wood and some stone to make a campfire, then I could just rest in here, and that would have been better.
So that's how you should do this if you're,
Yeah.
Okay. You remember how when you came here, you were like, "There's this little cutout that most of you probably know about," which obviously I did not. That you can like be protected.
Oh, yeah.
Did you also learn about that randomly, like from somebody, or did you find that on your own?
I found it. I mean, it's not that hard to see because there's just a weird like wood panel in the side of the staircase going up. And I'm like, oh, that's interesting.
Okay, so it's not like if you're looking and all your video game senses should be tingling.
It's obviously a hidden door.
Yeah. Okay.
If you played any kind of,
that's fair.
Old video game.
I don't think I saw you break it because, like, obviously there's a lot going on when you're doing these. So.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right, that's fun. What's your least favorite boss to fight? Is it the Queen?
Probably at this point. Yeah, it's. Oh, so it's log. Oh, that. Ooh, you see how much damage that attack does? So it's just awkward. It's rough because I got kind of trapped, and then it even staggered me after it was doing so much. That did a lot of damage. Anyways, the Queen and Potter both just feel like it's a slog, and it's such a good word to describe it because it's just time consuming. It's like time consuming for the sake of being time consuming. Whereas the other bosses, I feel like all the other bosses, you get down to being able to kill them in like less than 5 minutes pretty easily. It seems like not even that difficult to do so, But this, the Queen still takes me, at least 20 minutes to kill generally, unless I'm like really tryharding, and I could probably do it faster. But
and there's just not a better way to do it. Like everybody kills her the same way, and it just takes forever.
I mean, it's just because like she has a lot of health. Now again, obviously there's ways to make it faster. If I brought something to kill the broods more quickly because they have big AoE attack and stuff like that, but she still just has a lot of health, and it takes a long time to get her down. Trying to finish her off without dying.
So fair.
I got her. Jeez. So yeah, I think that took 25 minutes. Maybe more like 20. I don't know. I used 5 of those lingering potions. It probably took the actual fighting time was probably like 20 minutes. Now also I made a mistake and I went home to rest and I slept. And I'm pretty sure, just like how all the other stuff processes while you're sleeping, I'm pretty sure she heals the amount of time you slept for.
Yeah, I noticed that she healed quite a bit by the time you got back.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that was because I slept as opposed to just sitting there and getting my rested buff. So that was a mistake on my part. That probably prolonged the fight by several minutes. But yeah, we got the Queen. I'm gonna pick up these carapace Carapai. Just in case, and then you build an upgrade for the artisan table, and then the stuff you get from there lets you like build the new ship that lets you sail to the Ashlands
Right.
without it breaking. I'm not gonna use that, but
What's the queen's buff? Tell me really quick.
it makes you mine faster and increases your eater regeneration. Oh. So if you're using magic.
Perfect. Okay, so I assume you're not going to use that buff.
No, not really. Anyways, yeah, so incredible. This is episode 39. Last episode should be the next one. I'm going to try to kill Vader. We'll see how long that episode is, though.